Happy June! Here we are. Time to do another breakdown. We're looking at May. I didn't hit some goals. That's fine. We ended up spending quite a bit of money in May, as we'll see. So numbers are going to look a little wonky, but hopefully we see that start to pay off over the next month or two. Okay, let's bring it on up. eBay. You brought in $1,490.37. That is abysmal, but I'm not really posting stuff on there. Actually, February was worse, so I'll take it. We beat February by almost $500, so I'll take it. That's fine. Bricklink did super well, which makes sense because that's where we're putting a ton of effort. That did $2,942.43, and I've been super fortunate to be finding stuff and to be making connections. You'll be seeing some of those connections in upcoming videos. Been very super fortunate that the act of niching down has opened up avenues to me that were otherwise closed. So we want to keep going in that direction. You know, I went to a yard sale that I'm recording this on the 2nd, went to it on the 31st. A big community-wide yard sale. It ended up being super productive, and I had a lot of fun. Found some really awesome stuff. But ultimately, the goal is like, I don't have to go yard sailing. And I didn't start out this year with that goal, but it's becoming more and more important to me to do that. And hey, we're in June. We're almost halfway through the year, and we're making it happen. It's really cool. I picked up some gig work, $125. Yeah, I've explained that in previous videos. I pick up extra work just to kind of help fund things and help balance the books a little bit. Fees, we paid $568.72. Not bad. Shipping, I don't know if you heard that. That was a loud thump. $719.96. Post office, I think I sent one package UPS. So just part of running business. Cost of goods, so $1,434.39. This last weekend I spent like $326. I've spent $500 on a minifig haul. So yeah, it adds up. But spending that money is a direct reflection on Bricklink doing so well this month. And there's so much more to go through that it's like it should be compounding interest in the future, hopefully. Just for, basis of comparison, last month I spent $955. So what is that? $500 more. March I spent $218. February I spent $418. So just by nature of spending more money, hopefully the second half of this year I make it all up. As of this moment, I would need to make an extra $368 this month over what I normally make to hit that break-even point. But there's another big yard sale coming up this weekend. I'm potentially have 2 big buys. So it may just be a couple months of spending a crap ton of money. And then, Christmas season, we make it all up and then make our profit. We'll see. I don't like pushing things off like that, but we'll see. Supplies, shipping supplies. I don't even remember what I bought, but it says I bought stuff. $43.57. Maybe I should take a closer look at that. Shipping supplies. Apparently, I remember. I ran out of tape and bubble wrap, so I had to go buy some. Excuse me. And then other expenses. This number's a little inflated, just a little inflated. $75.73. That is people buying multiple things, and I have to refund shipping. That's where I drop that. And then whatever subscriptions I have goes there as well. I have an eBay store subscription. I imagine I'm going to hit a point where I want to cut that. Isn't that interesting? Gonna have to think about that. So that left us with a measly $1,828.21. That is far short of the $2,500 a month goal. That is far short of the $2,000 minimum I try to hit at the end of every month. So we got some work to do. And on that note, let's look at the work we have to do. All right, here's the stuff that I still got to go through from the yard sale haul. I mean, I'm getting ready to record going through this next. We got elf stuff. Elf stuff is not super valuable, but it's valuable enough. So plenty to do here. Got plenty of Lego stuff to go through regardless. What more can I say about that? I mean, it's just like, grab a bunch, post what you can, and wait for it to sell. That's that. The Death Stars kind of had to take a back seat just because of how busy I got. But, you know, this is going to get completed one day, and I get video content out of it, so it's good. But that'll get completed one day, and then the X-Wing is still in here, and I'm heavily... Slave One is in here, the UCS set, but that dark red stuff, that's going to be expensive to replace. So I'm not going to make the judgment call yet. There's another broken one, but that's difficult, man, because I think this is like $45 part, if I'm remembering correctly. I haven't looked it up in a while, but there's another broken one. It may just be like not doing it. I don't know, but the satisfaction of doing it would also be great. I don't know. But like I said, we got so much other stuff to be working on. This is kind of taking a back seat. We'll have to find time to work on this stuff again. And then, yeah, I've given out my number a couple times. Today's the 2nd, so on the 5th, I'm going to go out and somebody's selling me a bunch of stuff. I'm going to do some stuff on consignment for him. I'll explain it all in that video. I have one contact I buy stuff from. I got a reseller friend who's just like, he looks for Lego for me, and, you know, I give him a little bit extra. So the processes are coming into place to not do yard sales anymore. Now it's really like, how can I be more efficient here and hopefully bring on help? I don't know if I'm going to make it happen this year. That was a goal this year, to make hired help come in this year. I don't know if I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to try my bestest. And then, like, big life changes are on the way too. Like, we're pulling our kid from school for the summer, from daycare, because we're going to be traveling and family's going to be visiting. So we want to keep him home anyway. And it's like, why are we going to pay for it if he's going to, we already have 10 days planned that he's going to miss. Like, why would we pay for that? So that's going to make life complicated. And then, of course, in August, baby 2 arrives. And that's going to be a big hit. It'd be so awesome if I could hire, like, super part-time help before then. I just don't know if the money's going to be there. I don't know. I got to figure it out. I'm going to have a lot of quiet time. You know, baby will be sleeping. I could sort. That's always an option. Just stuff I got to figure out. But otherwise, that's what's going on. Just head down, going to work, and try and make June really, really good. I'm in a wedding, officiating a wedding, actually. Further caveat. I didn't have to get a license. They're getting courthouse married. And then they said, hey, at the ceremony, can you say something? I was like, absolutely. You guys are awesome. So I'm going to be doing that, and that's taking up a lot of mental space. I don't have to travel far for it. And then, so I just think I don't want to think about the store for like 2 days. So I may just shut everything down for 2 days, come back, start fresh. I just don't want to think about it. I want to go have a good time with my friends at their wedding. Anyways, starting to ramble now. I'll catch y'all next time. Have a good one. Let's make June good. Love ya. Bye.